Ciao Am. Today we're going to learn something called compound inequalities. So, what's new? The word compound. You have heard the word compound before. Think about it. Most likely in English class. Compound. When do you use the word compound? Usually when you compound two sentences together. You have two separate sentences and you want to make them into one sentence. You compound, use a special word. In mathematics, there's the same thing. You have two equations. You want to bring the equations together. You want to compound the equation. We use two words to compound those equations. Those two words are and or. So we got to break down and or. Those are the two words you're going to learn today. And or. So let's write that down. And the other word is or. Let's talk about what those words mean. And. A lot of people use it all the time, but they don't really understand the definition of and. So let's talk about that so we can take that idea and put it into mathematics. And let me think of an example. Take a look. A few months ago, my wife was pregnant. And when you're pregnant, you have like certain cravings for food. So she goes up to me and she goes, "Mr. Tang." Yeah, I know. She calls me Mr. Tang. "Mr. Tang, I want ice cream right now. You got to give me ice cream right now." I go, "Okay. What do you want, honey?" "I want chocolate and vanilla." I go, okay. So I go out and get her ice cream. I bring home chocolate. I give it to her and go, "Here you go, honey. Here's what you want, chocolate." Will she be happy? No. She'll be pissed. She'll probably break my other hand. What if I went to the store and got her vanilla? Would that be okay? No. What does chocolate and vanilla really mean? What does she really want? She wants both, chocolate and vanilla. When I go to the store, I have to bring her both back. I have to bring her chocolate and vanilla together. So what does and mean? And means where both solutions cross, or where both solutions are together. Alright, let's write that down. Does that make sense? So let's write that down. And means where both solutions cross, or where both solutions are together. Let's talk about or. Same situations, but I'm going to change the compound. Now my wife goes to me and goes, "Mr. Tang, I want you to go to the store and get me chocolate or vanilla." I go, "Okay." So I go to the store. I bring her chocolate. I pray that she won't beat me that day. I go, "Is that okay?" And she goes, "Yes, that'll be okay." Would she be happy? Yes, she will. What if I went in the store and got her vanilla? Would she be happy? Yeah, she'd still be happy. And what if I got her both chocolate and vanilla, both at the same time, and I give it to her? Will she be happy? Yes, she's double happy because she got both things. So what does or mean? Or means either solution is okay. Either solution works. So in a mathematical equation, when you're graphing it, one solution is okay, the other solution is okay, so they're both okay solutions. You just graph it and you leave it. So let's write that down. What does or mean? Or means either solutions are correct. Alright, let me turn off the webcam and then we'll do some problems if I can. Just kidding. I don't know how to do that. So, let's take a look. Let's do the next problem. Ready? Look at this problem. I have a situation here. Actually, let's do an or problem. I have a situation here where I have two equations, two separate problems, and they're compounded by an or. So how do you solve these two equations? First of all, you have to solve them separately. You do one equation, then you do the other equation separately. So let's work on that one at a time. If you understand this, or you think you could solve one equation, just pause it and go on by it yourselves. So I'm solving this equation. Remember, they're inequalities, so you have to use that one rule of inequality. If you remember it from yesterday, the one rule of inequality is if you multiply or divide both sides by a negative number, you must flip the sign. Very good. When you multiply both sides by a negative number, you must flip the sign. Alright, is that a little bit better? Take a look. What do I do first? I want to distribute both sides. I'll go a little bit quickly so you can fast forward or watch me or slow down, this becomes 3x minus 6 minus 1 less than 5. Combine terms, 3x minus 7 less than 5. Simplify, add 7 to both sides. 7 becomes 3x less than 7 plus 5 is 12. Divide by 3, x is less than 4. Let's take a look at this side over here. I'll do that one in green. Solve, same thing. Negative 2x less than or equal to, add 1 to both sides, negative 12. Divide both sides by negative 2. X is less than equal to positive 6. Very good. How do you guys feel so far? Correct? I don't know if you caught that, but when I divided both sides by negative 2, I forgot to flip the sign. So make sure that you actually flip that sign. So everyone take a look at yours. Is your sign flipped? You make sure that sign is flipped to be greater or equal to 6. Sound good? I'm going to graph this for you now. We're still in one dimension since we have one variable, so we only have one number line. So we're going to graph a number line. First of all, graph the red. Is this going to be open or solid? Is this equal? No, so we're open circle at where? At 4. Now, is x smaller than 4 or bigger than 4? Look, Pac-Man ignores x, so therefore x has to be small. Where is it small? To the left. Good job, to the left. So shade to the left. Hopefully you're participating with me, and your parents are going, why the hell are you saying to the left? Take a look. Over here, I want to graph this. First of all, I have a 6. Is it going to be open or closed? It's equal, therefore it is closed. Good job, guys. So, close circle at 6. So, over here at 6, I close that circle, I make it solid. Now, is x big or small? X is bigger than 6, so I shade to the right. Very good. I shade to the right. So, what do I do with this now? Since it's an or, both solutions are correct. We leave it. We don't touch it. The red is correct, the green is correct. They're both fine. Perfect. Now let's do an and one. Take a look at this. This is an and equation. So they look kind of weird, but actually when you have an and, they actually put it together like that sometimes. So what you want to do is you want to split it up. This is the first equation. This is the second equation right here. Let me clean that up. Kind of overlaps. This is the second equation right here. See that? So I'm going to write that out. First equation says negative 6 less than 2x minus 4. And my second equation in blue, 2x minus 4 less than or equal to 2. You do exactly the same thing as we did last time. You solve them each individually. I'm going to do the green, get my answer, then do the blue, get my answer. Green first. Add 4 to both sides. 2x less than negative 2. Divide by 2 both sides. I should have that in red. I apologize. I got a x is less than negative 1. Now let's take a look. Did I make a mistake? Am I supposed to flip the sign? It is a negative 1. No, I'm not. Only when I multiply or divide by a negative number. I divided by a positive 2. Therefore, I do not flip the sign. Over here in blue, add 4 to both sides. 2x is less than or equal to 6. Divide by 2. X is less than or equal to 3. There's my 2 answers. Now, graph my first one in green. Take a look. Here's my number at negative 1, so I got negative 1. Is that going to be an open circle or a closed circle? Am I supposed to shade that in or not? If you look, it's not equal. It's supposed to be open, so I leave it open. X. Is x bigger than negative 1 or less than negative 1? X is bigger. Therefore, we shade to the right. Good job. We shade to the right. Old habits die hard. I know you guys are watching a video, but sometimes when I'm teaching this in class, I wait for you guys to respond. And I keep on forgetting you guys aren't here. Over here, we start at 3. Is that going to be open or closed? This is going to be closed because it's equal. So we're going to close circle at 3, solid circle. Now, is x smaller or bigger than 3? X is smaller than 3. So where is it? Smaller than 3. It's to the left. Now we look at our inequality. Our inequality says and. What does and mean? And means where both solutions cross. So we look at this. Where do both solutions cross? This is just blue alone. This is like vanilla alone. This is trouble. This is where my wife gets mad. This is right here. Over here is blue alone. See? All this area is no good. Over here, it's green alone. No good. We want where both cross. Where does both cross? Both cross only in the middle here. So what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to take your eraser, erase all this area over here, the extra blue, over here the extra green, and your answer is only where both of them cross, which is in the middle of these two. How do you guys feel? Alright, good. So go down and answer those questions at the bottom, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good job.